On this episode of Game Shack, I review The Flash. Don't believe the hate. It's freaking great. Coming up next. Hey everybody, welcome on back into the Game Shack. I am your host, JDV. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. You guys are this channel sponsors. Anyway, I do want to thank Wonder World Comics of the Monroe Mall for getting us some sneak passes to see The Flash. I just came out of theater about an hour ago, and I thought I would share my review of the movie with you. Now, as some of you guys know, Ezra Miller has a troubled past, and he's been charged with some criminal stuff and all of that kind of thing. And I went in there knowing that, and I kind of went in there ready to hate on it because I'll be honest with you, the last few DC movies that have come out, I really haven't liked any of them at all. I think they have been, by and large, inferior to the Marvel movies. Well, that all changed with the premiere tonight of The Flash. It really is an amazing film. A huge amount of special effects, a walk down memory lane, like all the way down it. Some really incredible acting by Miller. I can see why DC really tried to protect him and keep him in this movie because he's brilliant in the part. He really is. Of course, most of you guys know that Michael Keaton's in it. I'm not going to say anything else about it, but just say this. If you're a fan of DC Comics or DC Comic movies, I think you're going to get a kick out of all of the Easter eggs. You could probably see this movie 5 times and still find more Easter eggs. As I said before, it has an amazing amount of special effects, and yet somehow the huge number of special effects never gets in the way of the underlying story of the film. So it's not like we haven't seen the overall gimmick of the film before, but this really does put a unique spin on it, and really maybe the most personal story of all of the comic book movies in terms of why the character does go back in time and how the timelines get messed up. It is actually a surprisingly personal film, despite the awesome number of special effects, all of which I would say are really good. That there are scenes where Ezra Miller has to kind of act against himself, the way you might see Bill Shatner do in old Star Trek episodes. And the technology is amazing in the scenes. I mean, it's absolutely believable. Not for one second you ever not believe in it. And Ezra Miller is freaking great in the part. I mean, he just is. I mean, he's acting against himself somehow, and you believe that they are totally the same guy, but 5-10 years apart in age. He pulls it off amazingly, doesn't get blown off the screen by Keaton and a whole bunch of other people that show up in the movie. He really is great in the part. It's a breakout performance for him, and I hope his personal life doesn't. I hope that part gets better so that we can all become really big fans of his, because he's just great in the part. Michael Keaton, of course, is Batman in the film. He's just great. I mean, if they put Michael Keaton in a Batman-only movie right now, that's $1 billion printed. If you got somehow Tim Burton to direct it, put another $1 billion on it. I mean, people loved it. The audience went absolutely crazy for this movie. I haven't seen a reaction really like this in some time. I just saw Guardians of the Galaxy when it premiered. Nowhere near the reaction that I just saw for this movie, The Flash. It really is something great. The music's fantastic, costumes are great. I mean, it's just a really solid effort. I'd give this movie 4 out of 5 stars. It's a definite thumbs up for me. A really surprising thumbs up for me, because I was going in there ready to hate this movie, and now I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to see it again. It's a really good movie. So if you guys want me to do more content like this, please give me a thumbs up. Always comment down below. We are really active on the channel with trying to interact with you guys. You just know so much about the stuff that we talk about. I always learn something every time I read the comments. I went, oh, don't I feel stupid now? All right, I love each other. Until next time, I'm going to see you guys in the Game Shack, but not until you go see Flash. It's really great. Mwah!
Be sure to visit evilgeniusentertainment.com for exclusive content, swag, casting call news, and much, much more.